All right, everyone, welcome to another episode that I gonna underwriting the deal at A422 East Nido Avenue. This one is located in the corner of US 60 and Freeway 202. Very close there, specifically Guadalupe and 202. Let's look at this deal together and see whether it is a good deal or not. This one has actually 4 bedrooms, which is nice, right? Because always 3 or 4 bedroom is desirable. And I think 4 is even better for some of the tenants. The square footage is 1500, 1512 actually to be exact. The lot size is 9,000. UBU 2000, not so old, only 24 years old. And then asking at 410. This could be a good option from the beginning already, running only at $271 per square foot. Let's look at the detail. Some of the picture here has 2-car garage, and as you see, there's a walkway here to go to the house, huge driveway. And then if you're looking at the map, it's actually right at the corner here. A lot of room for parking over here on the driveway. And then there is also a kind of walkway trail, very close distance in the neighborhood as well. So a couple of pictures here. Look at the inside, the outside is like this. Very minimal maintenance for the landscaping, which is good, right? You don't have to spend a lot of money for landscaping. The inside looks great in great shape condition. So it could be a very nice, ready to move in turnkey for the tenants as well. There is a laminate flooring as well as tile flooring over here. The kitchen is very standard, very typical laminate countertop. Cabinet is nice. This is white, but it looks new. In my opinion, these are newer rather than older white appliances. Like I said, overall, I think the condition is great. I don't think that you need any renovation cost for this one either. The toilet is also new as well. That's why they close it off. This could be a nice option. The garage is epoxy, and look at the yard. Huge, great potential for any tenant living in here. There's a lot of room for them to play in the back. So good opportunity there. Location is a little bit off, even though it's close to the freeway. It's kind of far away from anything else. Like that's just the nature of houses in this area. Because over here, well, this one is actually have the advantage as well. Close distance to Gilbert. Also maybe a great actually location rather than up here. Overall, over here, there's nothing, no development activities, not a lot of houses needed in this area. Let's go into the calculation for prices. They're asking at 410, assuming that we're gonna pay 410. The closing cost is 1.5%. Renovation, like I said, is 0. I think this house gonna be renting a little bit faster than other houses in Mesa. It's mainly because it's closer to Gilbert, closer to freeway. I think it's gonna be more attractive to the tenant. I could say 1 month vacancy rent is okay. Talking about rent, let's go through rental meter to see how much you can rent. Just a little bit warning, like I warning everyone, is that this is just the initial check. Quick and fast and easy. You do have to do calculation, run some comps to make sure that it is the right number. For 4 bedrooms, surprise, 2400 for this property. 22, 23 to 2400. So I'm gonna do some median price here at 2400 for this rental property. The loan amount is 80%. Let's say you're gonna do 80% loan amount here. Interest rate is gonna be around 7.5. A loan period is 30 years, which is 360 months. Let's talk about, well, we have the monthly expense of the mortgage and the interest is about 2300 a month. This house right here is 190 per quarter for the HOA, so it's running about 63.33 a month. The yearly tax for this one is 1425, so running about 118. So you're gonna start negative already. Insurance is about 1000, so it's gonna be even more negative. This one is 144, and some people may be comfortable with that. Now let's add some of the optional expense. Property manager, let's say you're gonna assuming that you're gonna do it yourself. Vacancy, let's do 5% saving here, 5% saving here, and capex 10% saving here. So overall for the whole thing, you have to be 24. So the total cash, according to what we just do, is about $90,000 cash investment. That's including the 20% down payment. The renovation is zero. Don't worry about that. The vacancy for 1 month vacancy. Overall, you also have a negative cash flow of 144 a month. Already include HOA, tax, and insurance. If you have optional saving amount, it's gonna give you a negative of 600. Cash on cash return is even horrible because of that negative. In fact, I wouldn't calculate the cash on cash return here because there's no cash on cash return. It's actually the cash on cash reliable because you had to do put in the money. But some people, honestly, investor, if you're feeling comfortable with 144 negative a month, then this is a great property already. If you try to minimize some of your cash flow, maybe you can try to do 400 purchase price here. That's lower your cash upfront a little bit, and then it's also lower your negative cash flow. The other way that we can think of is maybe you're gonna try to negotiate. First of all, you can always negotiate further down if you want to. But I would say since this house is on the market for only 6 days, the chance that you negotiate 20 or 30,000 is very minimal. Let it go for a little bit longer. You're gonna have more negotiation power with the seller. But overall, I think the project gonna be negative 89 every month. Like I said, we're not gonna be able to get the positive cash flow very quickly by analyzing this, because if we do 7.5 interest rate is the most amount of expense that you have to spend. So 2,200 already, and you only rent for 2,400. So it's going to be horrible. Unless what you do is you down more. If you put down 30%, if you have some cash to put down 30%, then you only have to, you actually have a positive cash flow of 188. You're only running the risk of don't have enough saving. That's fine to some of the people, right? And as long as you have 188, you are okay with that. Maybe you do a little bit 75%. At 75%, you already have positive cash flow, and some of the loan actually require 25% down payment anyway. This could be a very green property. This is one of the property I would definitely check it out, and of course do a little bit more deep dive underwriting. Look at the rental for sure. Look at the property for sure to see what the costs associated, whether I need more capex or not. This is the property that I definitely take a look at. Okay. Oh wait, last but not least, we're gonna look at the area here. This one has an overall score of 44, which is the lowest compared to all three areas: Mesa, Maricopa County, and the US. Housing affordability is a 50. It's also lowest, which is good because the house is cheaper in any other area. Neighborhood is 54, so overall about the same compared to other area. Transportation 36 always because it's further away to Mesa, downtown Phoenix, and Chandler. Health is about 65, and then engagement is 47, and opportunity 57. Really good opportunity. I think the reason why it's close to the Gilbert area, which is where a lot of people working in this area as well. And Phoenix Mesa Gateway Airport is also one of the bigger employer in this area. If you're interested in this deal, that is it for today. But if you're interested in this deal, contact me. Let me know if you want to look at that in person, or maybe you want to look at the number more careful, more detail. Let me know of that as well. Last but not least, if you have any deal that need me to underwrite for you, contact me. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.